the best news for all of us with the NCAA tournament that we have and we've heard in the last 24 hours, Cooper Flagg will play for Duke tomorrow. All reports are, John Shire talked about this, he's fine. All the movement he has had, the lateral movement, the up and down movement, the movement straight ahead, behind, everything is great. And look, when you're 18 years old, you come back from injuries like this pretty fast.
You're a plastic man, sure.
It's not known how much he's going to play, and I assume this will be a game situation dictating how much Cooper Flagg is going to play. Like, I'm sure he'll start. If Duke is having their way, I'm sure he will sit, and they won't go crazy with his minutes because there'll be a bigger game on Sunday. Obviously, when you
they're 32-point favorites. I don't think he's going to have to work up too big a sweat.
Yeah, I don't think he's going. I don't think he's going to play. I mean, maybe he plays 20 some odd. They need him for 20 minutes, or he plays just close enough to a full load, or that he can without it being so. Hey, we want to make sure you're not rusty. So, all right, that's the best news. I've
got to run him through the layup line, see how he moves, and then sit his ass down myself.
Now, it's great news for two reasons. And number one is because no tournament needs Cooper Flagg to play in it, needs a star player more than this tournament does. Right? I mean, the two stories in the NCAA this year has been Cooper Flagg and Rick Pitino and St. John's. That's it, those two stories. And clearly Cooper Flagg is like Pitino and St. John's is fun, but Cooper Flagg is way above. It's not even Duke. It's Cooper Flagg. And hey, here's a guy that's come in, the overwhelming number one overall pick in the draft. They need this. You need a star. That's the thing about March. As games go on, you need your stars.
On the plus side, you added Amir Khan, so I mean that's good. The McNeese State manager,
the boxer. Yeah, no. Well, they just had a ruling on his fight today.
It all ties together.
But here's the other part that's big news for college basketball. If I'm betting right now, because here he is coming back after a scary ankle injury, wants to play in the NCAA tournament, and clearly it is okay for him. It's not a Zion busting up his shoe and dude, I don't know that you can play again, and you're only at Duke because you couldn't go to the NBA. Cooper Flagg loves playing for Duke. When you see him play, this is not a guy who I'm here putting in my year and I'm heading to the NBA. If I'm a betting guy right now, I would bet he comes back to school for another year because you have your whole career to play, right? And first overall pick here, you'd be the first overall pick next year, right? We watched Peyton Manning do it 20-some-odd years ago, stay in school, didn't want to go to the Jets, so I'm staying in school. He came out, and he had a great career. Is that Cooper Flagg has to look at the teams that are in the mix for the number one overall pick, not like what you see. Now, granted, he's going to have time. He's got to make a declaration. Then we get the lottery. Then you can pull out, right? So he has enough time to say, hey, I like what I see at the top here. I don't like what I like to see. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of back channel communications, but there's not a lot of teams just so happens in this edition of the NBA where I could say, hey, that's a team you want to go to. Now, yeah, you're in the lottery because you stink, but there's difference between being on a team that stinks and being on a team that's having a bad year. That's a great chance and a great opportunity for you. I don't see a lot of those teams in the lottery this year where I could say, hey, that's where you want to end up. And chances are they might not get that number one overall pick, and our team's going to trade up and trade a whole bunch of number ones to get there to get you. I'm telling you, if I had to bet right now, I would bet Cooper Flagg stays at Duke.
I like the cut of your jib. I like your optimism. I still think when you get down to it, you become the face of a franchise, a city, that glimmer of hope. All of that gets pinned to you. Now, the Bulls performing better of late. Big game tonight, opportunity once again for Kobe White and company to try to solidify their place in the playoffs. But say all of a sudden Chicago drops out. Or you've got those few ping pong balls where you can go hang out maybe with Wemby and De'Aaron Fox. All of a sudden there are some places that start looking more and more attractive.
No, but again, it's going to depend who gets. But it doesn't. There's not a lot of possibilities out there you can look at and say, oh, I like this.
Well, the other is that. Why forego the income that you'll make for another year?
I think he's making a lot of money now.
I think he's going to get $50 million.
But I think he's still making
I get it.
Good enough for another year.